the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Number 26.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 6-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 59 yards for him on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he...
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald.
Bradley McDougald.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Darnold on first down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Brings up second and 4 at the Niners' 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this to Bell. Bell sheds him off and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. A slant to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
The 5-yard line.
Now Bell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At the 11-yard
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
10 more there and another 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Buying time to his left. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
3-yard line.
On second down, Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The give is to Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Bell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He's got Ayuk once again. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. So we have reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
49ers 13.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking long for his tight end. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
first
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football first and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard.
Le'Veon Bell.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Darnold completes it, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on. First down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Darnold from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, 48 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Stephen Hauschka.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
29 yards.
He got 29 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A gain of 9 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
San Francisco.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Marcus May.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Jets' 11-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Darnold. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a 1st down carry by Bell. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's taken down
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Darnold's pass intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down
and this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56. Mike, 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
49ers.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game.
And makes the score 9.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Bell on the dump off. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Le'Veon Bell.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught out left by Perriman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Sharpfield. Sharpfield. Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Darnold to throw again. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third.
The Jets on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon. First down, New York.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side complete. That's Bell. That one a first down pickup of 8. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Target.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to go up top for the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Le'Veon Bell.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 41-yard attempt.
Hauschka's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Niners 41.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10. At their own 30.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And
this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking long for his tight end Reed. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Inside the 5 to the 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 15. A minute 36 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 two-point conversion mixed in there as well. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Finding room inside the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 13. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
9-yard gain on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Returnable here for Davis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road.